prepared for freestyle session. I got my TOEFL certificate. It was the day of freestyle session, and it was really cool because the community in Taiwan is very close, tight-knit, especially in QD city, Keelung. All the b-boys in the city of Keelung got together and pitched in to order a bus to get to this city where the event was going to be held, Freestyle Session Taiwan. Everybody, so check it out. I'm going on this bus with hella b-boys. Like, everyone on this bus is a b-boy. Yeah. They rented out a bus for that's community organization right there, yo. They got each other's back. Trying to make sure everyone gets to the jam. Freestyle Session Taiwan, baby.
Yeah, Freestyle Session Taiwan.
Yeah. I gotta get a nice, comfortable spot for myself. But yeah, this is kind of cool. It's a nice, like, rented bus. Pretty sick. So we get to the jam. We cypher, warm up, stretch, and then they start prelims. So prelims start. I do my thing. We, cue, shout, we do our thing. The other guys go out, and I felt like I kind of messed up a little bit. I felt like I didn't do good enough. So I was really worried, and I was talking to Q, and I felt like we didn't make it past prelims. And sure enough, they announced top 16 Eagle Crew versus Reformers. Reformers is one of the best crews in Taiwan. They're really, really good, and I knew they would be hard to beat. Me, I was already nervous the whole jam just because I felt like they were at such a higher level than where I was. I didn't feel like I was as good as these Taiwanese b-boys. But I lied to myself. I pretended like, you know what? I know I'm good. I'm good enough to hang with these guys. And I believed that. I had to believe in myself. So I did my best to believe in my skills. So outside of the battle, I knew like these guys were really good, and they had a lot of things. They were good at a lot of things that I'm not good at. They had a lot of things that I didn't have. But in the battle, I was confident, and I had this energy that's like, you know what? I'm the best. And that's the kind of energy, that's the kind of confidence you have to have when you battle, even if you aren't better or you don't think you're better than the person you're battling. You got to pretend and imagine and really feel like you are the best. You are the best one at that moment. So top 16 comes in, they announce us against Reformers, and I was just like, Reformers, first round, first top 16? Wow. All right, well, let's go all out. So the judges announced the winner, and sure enough, they picked us. Freestyle Session Taiwan, I mean, it is the biggest event I've ever competed in, and I just made it into the top 8 right now. So I was like, wow, we did it. And when after that, I went up to Q, and I was like, you know what, man? We can win this whole thing. Now we can win this whole thing. Let's just stay focused. We know what we got to do. Let's just do what we got to do. We've been in this situation before. Let's just handle our business. We can win this. every crew that we battle in Taiwan is good. Every guy, every crew, every B-boy has some amazing, crazy, next level moves and next level stuff. So it was just always intimidating. And I just went out and did me, you know. And then we went past the top 8, top 4. We battled one of these famous guys from Taiwan. His name is Gon. He's a pretty famous b-boy, just a character in Taiwan. So in the final battle, we were battling one of the best crews and one of the best b-boys. I had heard about him before I had heard of any other b-boy from Taiwan. I heard about Bboy Tower. So we were going against Bboy Tower and his crew and the guys he entered with, and it was just like, whoa, this guy is a big deal, you know, he's no joke. And we're battling against him and his boys in the finals. We were having a standoff and waiting to see who's gonna go first, and the guy comes in and spins the bottle, and they spin the bottle and it lands on us. So we're like, all right, I guess we gotta go first, let's just start it off. So we already thought if we had to go first, we're just gonna come in hard and start off with the routine again. So right away we started with the routine, and it led into QD's solo. So QD goes out, he does his thing, he kills it. They send out their guy. We're just going back and forth, and it felt like a pretty close battle. So it's going round for round. It's looking pretty close, and then I hear that song. That's my turn. I go out and they put on that song, Spanish Hustle. And when I heard that song, I was like, oh yeah, it's time. I'm gonna kill this right now. They were throwing out a lot of tricks and power, and sometimes they'd throw out something hard, and I'd be like, whoa, that was pretty crazy. But I felt like overall we were the better crew. You know, I was standing there on the freestyle session stage in the finals, lined up shoulder to shoulder with my, you know, my brothers next to me, my warriors, Shao, Q, the whole crowd in front of us. And the MC announces, you know,
Taiwan 3-on-3 battle. Who is the winner? Fighting! 3, 2, 1.
And he raises QD's hand, and me and QD just look at each other, and we just like smile real big, and we couldn't just help but we just started screaming. And it was like, at that moment, one of the biggest events in my life. It felt like a dream come true. When people say dreams really do come true, that was one of those like believing moments. I really believed it. I felt it. I knew, I understood what that meant. I really felt what it meant. People can say it all the time, and you don't really understand or feel what they mean until you experience it and you experience your dreams. My dream was to travel to every country and win a jam in every country, and I knew Taiwan would be one of the hardest countries to win in. And here I was winning not just any jam in Taiwan, but the biggest jam in Taiwan, Freestyle Session Taiwan, which is one of the freestyle session anywhere in any country is going to be the biggest jam in any country. So I had felt like at that moment I was at the highest point I could ever be. You know, there was nothing beyond that. I was at an all-time high, and I just knew, like, I felt as if it can only get better from here. You know, I'm doing it. I'm accomplishing my dreams. I'm seeing every country. I'm battling. I'm competing. I'm sightseeing, and everything I said I was gonna do, I'm doing. And I even did something that I didn't even know, wasn't even sure that I could accomplish. Like, I had put out this energy in the exterior. I'm gonna do it. I can do it. I'm good enough. I can smoke all these guys. I can beat anybody. But inside, in my mind, and inside, I knew, like, these guys are good. These guys are hard. Maybe I can't do it. You know, maybe these guys might be a little bit out of my league. You know, and I just believed, though. You know, I just went with it. I took the risk. I didn't let that stop me. And as a result, I ended up accomplishing one of the goals that I had always dreamed about since I was young, since I first started breaking. You know, I had seen other b-boys traveling and wished I could do that too, and seeing other b-boys winning events, and wanted to know that feeling when people would hold your hand up and shout your name when you win an event. I wanted to know what that felt like for me. You know, and then made things even more amazing was it was back to back. I had just won in Vietnam, and then here I am next weekend, and I'm winning in Taiwan. Back to back jams, 3 battles in a row, and it's Freestyle Session Taiwan. And I just can't explain it. At that point, I felt like my life was perfect. I understand now that anything is possible. No matter what happens, whether I miss a flight, or I get stuck somewhere, or I run out of money, or I lose things, or something gets stolen, you just gotta have resilience. You gotta be adaptable. Can't say I had accomplished my dreams, but I was accomplishing them. You know, I was in the process of doing the things I wanted to do, the things I said I would do. There was nothing comparable to that. Nothing like that. I was just so happy. I kept looking at this giant, you know, plaque or check thing that we got. This Freestyle Session 3-on-3 champion. Like, I kept looking at it and holding it, and I kept looking at my medallion. I had a Freestyle Session medallion, a 3-on-3 medallion, and I just kept looking at them, and I kept watching the videos, and I didn't even know how to feel. It was just such pure happiness. One thing I understood, I knew was that was just the beginning. That was just one out of many accomplishments I was going to accomplish. At that moment, I was like, well, if I could do this is something I didn't even know I could do. But I tried. I took the risk. I took the shot. And I did it. And after doing that, I was like, you know what? I can do anything.